On the way to
ท่าน
Bangkok.
ผู้มีเกียรติ
Let's
คะ
go.
ขอเรียนให้ท่านทราบว่าเที่ยวบิน
Just landed in Bangkok. We're on the way to Trang Hotel. We've picked up Hudson.
Yeah, boys. On the line.
Yeah, look at this guy up here.
Line.
So I don't know if you can see, but at the top left there sort of thing, there is a guy with a bamboo ladder and it's just resting against the power lines and he's sitting in the power lines. Some craziest electrical work I've seen, you know, and if you can't, look at the power lines in Thailand. They're just all over the place and they don't even tidy anything up. They just leave all the coils hanging off the power lines. It looks atrocious. Dan actually went for a scooter ride the other day and a truck had hit the power lines. There was a guy, a lot of people sit on top of trucks here while they're driving on the highway, tray rides, all that's pretty normal. And some guy was actually wrapped up in the power lines and he was all limp. They were pulling him out, so I'm not sure if he was dead or electrocuted or what, but just typical Thailand stuff, hey. They don't think a lot, you know, they just do silly things.
That's crazy.
The hotel, the admissions are fine, but finally here, jumping in the pool. We can't check until 2 o'clock. $1,200 a night, breakfast included. Not too bad. So here we go. This is 1,200 baht has got us a night, and 200 of that is including buffet breakfast. So not bad. Got a pool, little residence, snow view. I'm looking straight at another wall. But yeah, this is pretty good. This is a step up from what I've been in. So this is the infamous tuk-tuks. This is what they pick you up in around like some major foreigner type of cities. It's basically a scooter with 2 wheels at the back, I think, so it's a 3-wheeler. And yeah, a little tray in the back with a seat, and you can fit a couple of people in there, and it's got handlebars, so works out pretty reasonable to trying to get around the city if it's, you know, not quite a cab ride, but sort of too far of a walk. Alrighty, so we're just about to head to the fight. It is Friday now. And we didn't really get up too much yesterday. We sort of just potted around, looked for a KFC. They were closed, and yeah, got a bit of food and chilled around. Really, went and sussed out one of the main road things here that people go to. And today we just went and had a bit of a look at, you know, like the markets and stuff where you can buy all your shirts and tie shorts and everything like that. So it's pretty cool. Might go back there at some point and bring some home. But yeah, it's a pretty, to be honest, guys, I should have recorded it to show everybody what it is like. But to be honest, guys, I'm so uninterested in that type of stuff. You know, it's all foreigner stuff anyway. So it doesn't really look too much different to being back in Australia. They cater it for foreigners, so there's not really that much to look at, just some shops and bars and things, so pretty standard. But we're off to Raja Stadium now to watch the boys fight. Super keen, so we'll see you there. I'll try to remember to bring the phone out. To Raja Stadium, we've got corner passes for being with the guys, but man, what a setup. How good. Sitting out the back of Raja with the cornering was a pretty cool experience. Watching them wrap their hands is very interesting. They actually do the tape first, not the gauze. which is different in Australia. Australia is the other way around. And they actually really tape up the knuckles and put like a big duster on the top of it. And you're actually not allowed tape on the knuckles at all back in Oz. And on that note, Raja Stadium has got an 80% knockout rate, which when you look at how thin the bloody gloves are, it's friggin' no wonder. So yeah, but cool experience, guys. Every good legend has been out the back of here. Cruyot was egging me on to fight here also. If I didn't have a WBC shot, I 100% would have. I'll say this though about Rajnadam Stadium is it's not like it used to be, and it's all foreigners. So the crowd's foreign, the fighters are foreign. There's probably different nights and stuff where they have other ones on, but at least when I was there, they were only letting foreigners in and stuff. And truth be told, foreigners just don't know how to cheer for Muay Thai, so the atmosphere is nowhere near as electric as it would be in, like, you know, a place that's got a Thai crowd.
Thailand. Muay Thai fighters were a lethal weapon. Their techniques were perfected over the centuries to instantly stop or kill their opponents. Their fists, elbows, knees, and shins delivered strikes that could bring an enemy down in a split second. The fighter's skill and knowledge of Muay Thai, the art of 8 limbs, was the deciding factor in many battles. In close combat, their limbs turned into deadly weapons to wreak havoc on the enemy. When the king's elephant entered the battlefield,
so as you can see, they got this hemisphere type visual thing on the roof now. Absolutely insane. That was really cool to see that. I think it's a similar concept to the Sphere in Vegas, I think. But yeah, it was a pretty cool concept. This is Ross's fight. He got the win. Lucky fought also, but didn't come out with the win, unfortunately. And yeah, again, got to corner. So got to be in the corner. There's only 5 people allowed in there or whatever. And yeah, awesome experience being ringside here. And yeah, I had a bit of a moment there where I was just like, well, how am I even here? What is even happening? Like, I'm at Raja Stadium in the corner. It was a pretty cool feeling. So
A little merch store here, and some of this stuff freaking looks awesome. So expensive. That's about, I don't know, that's over 50 bucks I think, but I reckon I'm gonna cave and get something.
all in all though, it was a good night, and here is our buffet breakfast for the next day. Coffee's on tap and stuff like that. That's what I'm about. We went to get sak yaints. Sak yaints is like a tattoo in Thailand poked, and you get blessed by an Ajahn, a master, or yeah, like a monk is what I'm trying to say. I don't think this guy's a monk, but yeah, they do this whole ceremony process thing, and then they poke you. And yeah, for those wondering if it hurts, not really, honestly. Getting poked is nowhere near as bad as a tattoo machine, in my opinion. And I found they kind of poke you less than a machine would, obviously. It's less quick, but the ink seems to disperse better. And, you know, being poked, they kind of come out with this prison tattoo, dodgy kind of look to them, but that makes it, I don't know, honestly, it was really cool. So I got my hands done. I've always wanted to get my hands tattooed. It is Sunday, about to head back to Ubon finally. We're all super keen to get back to Ubon. It's starting to feel at home now. Bangkok is pretty expensive, and yeah, it's just not as good. We're keen to get back to the countryside and train. Sak yaints are looking pretty good today, which is good. Got them yesterday, as you know, and yeah, that was an awesome experience. So off to the airport now, and catch us later. Just landed in Ubon, home sweet home. It's so good to be back. I screwed up the flights yesterday, had to get a flight change, so I accidentally booked March. And then the new flights that we booked, I accidentally booked it from the wrong airport, and we went to the wrong airport, then had to pay 180 Australian to book a flight on the dot, like on that day. So it's been a long day of traveling.
So good to be home. We got the fights tonight, so still more to come for this vlog. See you later. Welcome to Thailand. There we go. Ute rides to fights.
So yeah, we had a full car. Had to jump in the ute in the tray, which is pretty common in Thailand. Bloody freezing. This time of Thailand's freezing, especially to be in the back of a ute. You know, it was cold at the fights also. We were wearing layers and layers of clothes. And yeah, it was about an hour and a half ride, maybe more, because we got friggin' lost. So it was good to get out of that tray. Just watching some of the kids here. These kids had a really good, style about them. They were doing some good things in there. And yeah, so we had Henry fight, the German guy, and 3 of the young Thai boys. And we're waiting a while for them to start fighting. So we went on this little bit of a walk. There was actually like a fair or a show outside of the fights, and because it was so cold, I'm like, let's go search for a blanket, which is for the tray. And we ended up shooting little airsoft guns, which was pretty fun. So Henry ended up getting the win by knee stoppage, which was good, and it was in about 90 seconds. So here it is coming up here.
Kick ball, Henry! Kick ball!
3 Thai boys had a pretty good fight. Also, one of them came in with the win. The other 2 didn't. Probably weren't aggressive enough. Just bloody, it was so cold. We got the little Thai boy here just sitting all wrapped up, Mong Kong on, gloves on, and he's just sitting by the fire, you know. So it's very different to Australia. You know, we're outside. You know, that's my blanket I bought. God, so glad I did the tray ride home. Was freezing. This is one of the other Thai boys. Here's the final Thai boy from On the Moons in the red and blue shorts, and dumps him out the ropes. He is a little weapon. He does really well in training, and I don't want to get it wrong, but these guys, the number of fights they've had already is something ridiculous. Like, it's like pretty sure it's over 30, could even be 70. One of the Thai boys got 70, but I'm not sure if that's the older one or not. But yeah, guys, they just really rip in at a young age, you know. It's so normal to him. He did really well. Good to watch. That concludes the video. Week 5 coming next, guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe as always to help us out and make it all worth it. And thanks for watching again.